Good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. आज हमारी सड़क शुरू हो रही है एट द प्रोजेक्ट. सो जुमे का दिन है. ऑलमोस्ट 11 बज चुकी हैं. एक्चुअली सुबह बारिश थी. सो 7 बजे से कोऑर्डिनेशन चल रही थी कि आज होगा या नहीं होगा. जो सड़क बनाने वाली कंपनी है, they were ready to do it, and then the township inspector called and he said कि नहीं, जब तक बारिश रुकेगी नहीं, we can't start. So finally बारिश रुक गई है and they are rolling the trucks now. So आज फिर हम उधर टाइम स्पेंड करेंगे. आपको थोड़ी देर में मिलती हैं साइट पे और दिखाते हैं कि एशफॉल्ट किस तरह डलेगी. देख सकते हैं जी, full crew is on site. We were using Allied Paving to do the road. So they have small roller, the big roller, the also a bunch of equipment here. So they're rolling the asphalt that they're putting down, and they're using, of course, the paving machine to dump the asphalt in. You can see our testing engineer or the township engineer is right there in the yellow jacket. They're all in the yellow, but he's got the bright, clean one because they just watch. So. And you can see they just started about an hour or so ago and they've already paved all of this, and then the rollers are coming behind and compacting everything. As you can see, we have a difference still on the pavement and the curb. So we have a 1.5 inch that we will fill later. So right now we're doing the main course down, which is 2.5 inches, and then once the project is completed, then we'll bring in the final course and put that in. That's going to be another 1.5 inches. As you can see there, I mean, within the next the way they got these things lined up, you can see one truck's moving out, the second truck is ready to line up, and then they have 2 more trucks that are waiting. And within the last, I mean, we've been here last hardly 10 minutes and they've already moved another 75-80 feet. So they're moving pretty quickly. Their goal is to be done by the end of the day with all of the paving. So I was just talking to the guy They both have screens on each side where they have it set to a certain level. Because there is a crown. If you see, there's a little bit of angle, so it drains properly. Get back. So they are. The machine is getting the level between the curb and the road itself. So how did we get to this point today of paving the road? मैं चाहता था कि थोड़ा सा पीछे जाके आपके साथ आपको डिटेल्स दूं कि हम आज जो रोड डाल रहे हैं इस तक हम कैसे पहुंचे. सो इनिशियल में ऑफ कोर्स इंजीनियर ने सारा इसको प्लान किया. उसकी प्लान्स बनाए, टाउनशिप को सबमिट किए. They looked them over. They were approximately about 5 meetings for the road, or the whole project actually. So they reviewed their things. Then ये चीज़ें फिर सिटी के इंजीनियर के पास गई. इंजीनियर ने वो चीज़ें देखी. जब अप्रूवल्स आ गए तो फिर हमने इसको बिडिंग के लिए भेजा. 5 कंपनीज़ के साथ हमने बिड किया. और अब मैं आपसे बात करना चाहूँगा कि बिडिंग के टाइम पे वाई डिड वी चूज एलाइड. एलाइड का जो बिगेस्ट फैक्टर था दैट वाज their account manager. So he actually came out, talked to me multiple times, explained certain things जो शायद मुझे I was overlooking. कब किधर होना चाहिए, जो हमारे ड्रेन्स थे वो कैसे होने चाहिए. आई थिंक वो कोई 10 दफ़ा आया होगा एट द प्रोजेक्ट. सो ही लुक्ड एट, आई वुड से, ऑल द मैनहोल्स, मेड श्योर देयर सेटिंग वाज प्रॉपर. क्योंकि मुझे आइडिया नहीं था, फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट है. सो इसमें placement of the storm was crucial. कि कहाँ पे actually the structures are of course set in place. वो तो GPS पे आपने जब laid किए हैं ground में तो they're in the right spot, but you still have to move the structure. There's some adjustment that is allowed on the on the grade itself, जो metal का piece है. So you can move that 6 inches to almost a foot. Far and back, just uski basically देखना है कि as long as it's draining properly, we were able to move those. So Ken came out and he looked at all that stuff, measured जिधर मुझे confusion होती थी. He came out. Rest of the companies, I just didn't get that same feeling. The other biggest thing was that we awarded the whole bid to Allied, जिसमें curb भी था, जिसमें जो स्टोन की हमने बेस लगानी थी. They also brought that. So they had the whole package. That way we didn't have to deal with multiple vendors to do one thing. So they brought the basin, the stone. Stone के बारे में मैं जो कहूँगा कि जो हमारा डिज़ाइन था उसमें it was we had to use 21 AA limestone. So limestone is a little bit more expensive, but you can also use MDOT certified crushed concrete. So जो concrete सड़कों में से निकलती है वो रिसाइकल होती है. सो वहाँ पे हमें थोड़ी वैल्यू एडेड इंजीनियरिंग होगी we were able to use MDOT certified crushed concrete. लेकिन उसमें the biggest thing is again weather dependent. जो हमारी if you go past November and आपकी सड़क बहुत wet हो जाती है तो then crushed concrete allowed नहीं है. आपको जो सा है वो limestone ही use करना है. So we were fighting against time, had to get the road in ताकि उसकी compaction proper हो. You need a proper base to be able to put down a good road, and that was my biggest fear कि अगर मैं November तक ये नहीं करता और weather और wet हो जाता है तो then we would miss the window for putting the road down. So our plans called for 8 inches of base, stone का जो base था, जिसमें 8 इंच सड़क के नीचे और 4 इंच का जो stone है वो curb के नीचे है. So curb क्योंकि concrete का of course उसकी अपनी thickness है और फिर आपका जो नीचे base है वो 8 इंच का base है, नीचे उसके sand है. Sand is also compacted. We rolled that multiple times. हमारा जो sewer line है या water की lines हैं वो सड़क के नीचे से गुजर रही हैं. So जब हमने digging की we got lucky by the grace of God कि जो हमारी site है it's all sand. क्योंकि जब आप excavation करती हैं and if it's not the right type of sand, अगर आपकी clay निकल आती है कुछ है तो anything that you excavate underneath the road you have to fill it with sand. I believe it's 2S that we had to put down. So हमारी जो sand निकली थी ज़मीन में से जो हमारे अपने lot से that met the requirement. Actually was better than what the required standard was for sand. So sand गई, sand compact हुई. जहाँ पे भी every time we dug something we had to have a compaction engineer come back and verify with their it was a it's basically like so every time we compacted the road the compaction engineer had to come back and verify that was it within specs. 90, it had to be 95 +% compacted. So sand is a good of course it has a very good compaction rating. So हमें उसको compact करना होता था then roll करना है. So जब once we got everything done उसके बाद we laid down the curbs. Again we used Allied uses a subcontractor locally. There's a company called Gretzky Cement. All they do is curbs. They basically came out one day and stringed the whole curb. You can watch the video on the curb and then they laid down the curb in one day. So they started in the morning, they finished it in the evening. Once the curb was put down, then Allied brought another 4 inches of 2AA crushed concrete tea. They laid that down, compacted that. Testing engineer came back out, tested the compaction again, and then the last and final part was the asphalt. And asphalt so we have to have a base course, which is the heavy duty asphalt. So uski humne 2.5 inches की layer लगाई है, and then we left the 1.5 inches जो top course है. We left the top course for the end. जब project complete हो जाएगा तो at the end we will again go back and see कि कहाँ पे हमारे issues हैं, कहीं sag हुआ है, कहीं हमारा पानी ज़्यादा खड़ा हो रहा है. So we will mark those. I'm already seeing a couple of spots again. It's Allied again did an amazing job, but there are a few spots that are low, and we will then at that time fix those and make sure that the draining is proper. So that 1.5 is left for the end once all the houses are built. At the end we will put that 1.5 down and give a nice clean
road to the homeowners. These were some of the things I just wanted to go over. I felt like I missed in the video and didn't talk about them, so I just wanted to go over these items. If you have any questions or comments, or if you need any information, leave a comment below. I'll try my best to reply to them. Good morning everyone. आज सड़क कंप्लीट होने की बाद अबाउट 4 दिन हो चुके हैं और हम आए हैं कि नाउ वी कैन ड्राइव ऑन द रोड. सो चलें आपको दिखाते हैं कि रोड कंप्लीट हो चुकी है एंड प्रॉपर्टी अब कैसी लग रही है. सो हियर वी गो. आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ तक जहाँ पे एंट्रेंस है उन्होंने उसको कनेक्ट कर दिया दूसरी रोड के साथ और ये हमारा पहला लेफ्ट होगा. बैक की रोड है. यहाँ पे जो से हमारा जो कनेक्शन होगा आइसरीना के साथ. सो देख सकते हैं यहाँ तक सारा कंप्लीट हो चुका है एंड अब हमारी बल्कि आज मीटिंग थी टाउनशिप के साथ एंड उन्होंने हमें अप्रूवल दे दिया है हमारे पहले मॉडल बनाने का. सो अब उसकी तैयारी जो है वो आज जाऊँगा उनके साथ बात करके. तो परमिट्स वगैरह जो भी हैं वो वी विल स्टार्ट अप्लाइंग दोज एंड होपफुली वी कैन गेट ए फाउंडेशन डाउन प्रीटी क्विकली. From there. चलें होपफुली ये रोड की वीडियो आपको अच्छी लगी हो एंड दुआ में याद रखिएगा. इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो में बात होती है. प्लीज़ लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम.